What's up? It's your boy DC2Cool back in for another video. Today we are going to be talking about 2K18. Everybody and mom was talking about it. A lot of information is out right now. A lot of things popping right now, and it's pretty freaking dope. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of innovations for the series. A lot of debuts. So we gonna go ahead and get into this and discuss what's going on right now. I'm going to go ahead and get my thoughts on what's happening with everything. So we're going to go ahead and get to that. You know what I'm saying? And let's see what we got. So, presentation 2K18 is going to have a brand new graphics engine, resulting in the most realistic WWE game ever. Developers say it's NBA 2K quality level. The new engine includes physical-based rendering, real-time reflections, spectacular new lighting, skin shaders, new camera effects, all of which add greater elements of realism to the characters, while also giving a much stronger atmosphere to the environments. Sounds great, sounds good. The 2K graphics have been, the best the wrestling games ever seen, but there's still room for improvement. Some models look great, some models look off, just hit and miss for a lot of the models. But they have room for improvement. So looking forward to it. Hopefully we get to see something pretty soon. Haven't seen the graphics yet, so can't really speak on it. Sounds good on paper. We'll have to wait to see for ourselves. Moving on. Overhaul commentary with a brand new commentary team. Michael Cole, Byron Saxton, and Corey Graves are the three commentators in 2K18. They were given extra time to work and also had a chance to perform in the same room to lend the recording process more of a natural feel. There is a new ring announcer also, JoJo. Revamped crowd system with new animations, reactions, and authentic crowd chants. Okay, so Michael Cole, who's always going to be in the game, so he decided to stop doing his job of, calling the show. He's the lead commentator. Byron Saxton is making his debut. Corey Graves making his debut. Corey Graves is great. Byron Saxton, mediocre. Cole's okay. It's cool to have this team. Unfortunately, it's so outdated because Byron Saxton's on SmackDown with Tom Phillips and JBL. You know what I'm saying? And Booker T is with Corey Graves and Michael Cole right now. So David Otunga comes back. And on NXT we have Mauro Ranallo now. Nigel McGuinness, I expect him to get Mauro Ranallo, because the whole thing he quit and this and that. So but hopefully in next year's game we finally have all 8 guys and who I actually call, I want Nigel McGuinness and Mauro Ranallo on NXT exclusively. I want, Byron Saxton, Tom Phillips, and JBL on SmackDown exclusively in their, respective brand pay-per-views, and same thing with Raw. I want all the commentators in the game. JoJo, she is the current commentator. A voice announcer, ring announcer for Raw and pay-per-views in general, all pay-per-views and on Raw. But there's another guy on SmackDown, I forget his name, who calls and rings, does the ring announcing. Some more, people need to get some more stuff to do. But it's a step in the right direction. Finally, Corey Graves, finally somebody other than King and JBL, finally. So, JBL does need to be in the game because he is on SmackDown, but King's been done for a while now. So, moving on, Creation Suite, Match Creator, create a match, returns in 2K18. Let your players create a custom set of rules for a match, save them and use them in either Play Now or WWE Universe. There will be many different options to play around with, including mixed gender wrestling, interactive items, and win conditions. Okay. Before I get on that, let's also speak on, I kind of skimmed over it, the revamped crowd system. Apparently now they take into account the size of the venue. So, for example, if you're a smaller crowd, like NXT or something, you'll be able to hear, clearly what they're chanting, and you'll be able to hear, like, individuals chant certain things, if you suck or you rock or whatever the case may be. Compared to a bigger crowd like a WrestleMania, you might not be able to tell what they're chanting, per se, because there's so many people chanting it. And it sounds more muffled, an echo, because of, the arena. You know what I'm saying? And you won't be able to make out individual sounds from people and things like that. So, also they say the crowd has been redone. They've been worked on their models and things like that. Rebuilt their crowd. So that's awesome too. All right, now moving on to the Creation Suite. Mixed gender wrestling sounds great. So they might have intergender matches again. That's the way it sounds. Women can face men, men can face women, which is pretty cool. Nice option. So it's pretty dope. Not gonna knock that at all. Be able to save your actual custom matches that you make with your specific set of rules. Sweet. So if you want to make certain matches, or you like a certain match type, save it and you play it in an exhibition or universe mode. Pretty dope. So obviously you can set all your conditions. Your win conditions, interactive environments. I'm assuming that means weapons. So yeah, it's pretty freaking sweet. You know what I'm saying? Finisher only if you want to do that, or submission, win conditions. How you want to set your matches up the way you want to set them, you can do that. Pretty nice. You know what I mean? So moving on, they also have, you know what I'm saying, Create a Superstar has been rebuilt from the ground up with a brand new base model. You know what I'm saying, for your actual created characters. So I guess they went for more of a realistic look, or put some more detail and work into them. And that's the way it sounds from what what they're talking about here. So that's pretty cool. So you gotta love that. They also have touched upon and have some default setups for other ethnicities. So that's pretty cool as well. You default pick an Asian character or a black character, whatever the case may be. So that's pretty cool. Show some other, I can't talk, to other ethnicities. That's pretty freaking sweet. Gotta give it to them for that. Nice little touch. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead, moving on. Also, the gameplay. So, the maximum number of wrestlers has been increased to 8 people. No more 6, 8. For the first time ever, we finally taking it up. First time in a long time. I think back in the day you can do more than 8 in the ring at the same time, but not play by real people. I forget. So many years ago though. I forget back in the day. So you can do 8-man tag team matches. You know what I'm saying? Battle royals. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much all the matches that you expect. Ladder matches, 8 people. So, pretty freaking dope. 8 people, 4 versus 4. The Rumble match, the Royal Rumble match has been completely revamped. New mini games, new animations, new types of eliminations, a rollout system, new AI for smarter pairing with tag team partners working together. The system allows a superstar to enter the Rumble with a buff. Okay, let's break this down. Okay, so new mini games, new ways to play. Obviously, new little mini games. They save yourself, eliminate somebody. Dope. New animations. Okay, new animations, self-explanatory. New types of eliminations, self-explanatory, brand new things to eliminate people with. Pretty dope. A rollout system, and that's really interesting. I'm curious to know how it's going to work. Will it be an OMG moment? Will it be you're limited for once per match? Will it be you can only do maybe out for 2 minutes or something like that? Because you can just roll out, let's say, the middle of the match or beginning of the match and start the whole match until the very last person come in. That's kind of low-key cheating, especially when one person can do it, So I'm really curious to know how that's going to work. It sounds great, but I'm curious to know how they implemented it. And then the AI smart pairing is smart, the tag system. So if a tag team partners come into the ring, they're going to get a buff because their partners in the ring. They're going to jump you or jump whoever, work together to try to get people eliminated. Pretty smart, pretty cool. Realistic to what you see on television. Reworked Elimination Chamber with brand new chamber model, all new animations, and for the first time ever, Elimination Chamber entrances. Oh my god, finally. We waited for that one for so long. Whoo, man. So, you got the new chamber model, which is the one we saw this year from SmackDown Elimination Chamber exclusively. Hopefully you get the option to choose the old one as well in Match Creator. All new animations, which is pretty freaking sweet. And for the first time ever, Elimination Chamber entrances. So finally, you will see your guy or gal. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know if we'll be able to have gals. Maybe the way it's going, maybe. But you'll be able to have your guys or your superstars do their thing on the ramp, their entrance, walk down that ramp, and finally get into the pod. And get that door locked behind them. You will finally see it all in game. The whole shtick. and I am so looking forward to that. Finally. Should not have took this long for that feature to come into the series. Looking forward to that. Honestly, that might be one of the first things I do, because I just want to see how it looks. I gotta really see that. Alright, so expanded backstage brawl. With 3 times the interactive objects and new locations to fight across in the arena, such as the parking lot, developers describe it as a free roam arena. So they're making the backstage bigger and better. More stuff to hit people with, go upside the head with. You got the parking lot now, it's a big request, people want to fight on cars, stuff like that. So we don't know how much bigger it's going to be, but apparently it's bigger. So they say it's free roam, so I'm curious to know how much how much freedom we can get in free roam. So I'm curious to know how big this actually is and how seamless it is from, the ring to back there. And can we have the options to play starting the back if we wanted to? That'd be pretty cool. I think some of the older games you had the option to have a backstage only fight or starting the back. So that'd be pretty cool. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how big this really is. So they also got a new carrier drag system. So pretty much it's kind of similar to Ultimate Control back in the day. So the system features 4 base positions: cradle, powerbomb, fireman, and on the shoulder power slam setup. So now you'll be able to actually set people up, carry them exactly where you want them to go. No more picking them up, Irish whipping them. Like for example, Samoa Joe's Muscle Buster. I pick the guy up, the Irish whip the guy, and pick the guy up on the turnbuckle and hit him with the Muscle Buster. Giving him 3 or 4 chances to reverse. By the time you did all that, what I'm saying. Now just pick the dude up, carry him over there. Drop on his head. Simple as that. So that's a pretty cool feature to make things flow more seamlessly and more realistic, again, to what you see on television. So, looking forward to see how that works out. You also have mid-move adjustment, like the directional throw featured in previous games. So, when you're, for example, power bombing somebody, try and put them through a table, try to get a good spot, and then you're a little bit off, a couple inches off, maybe a little too off to the left, a little too off to the right, whatever the case may be. Now you can adjust them in the middle of your power bomb in mid-move, like you could back in, I believe, the SmackDown vs. Raw days. So cool to bring that back. New position feeding system. Superstars will adjust their position in the ring when selling, so matches flow better. Instead of bumping and staying down, they head towards the ropes, corner seated, corner groggy, apron, etc. Nice. So now, people are going to sell a lot better. You hit somebody, they're not just going to lay in the middle of the ring, like they've been hit with a truck. They're actually going to crawl, go towards the ropes, go towards the turnbuckle, kind of be, leaning back on the turnbuckle. You know how it is, you see wrestling and stuff, people move around all the time and crawl to other spots of the ring, things like that. So that's nice. New weight texture system, thank God. With lifting moves having an individual rating that impacts who can... I'm messing up here. With lifting moves having an individual rating that impacts who can execute them based on the superstar's strength, with superstars able to get a temporary adrenaline buff, they may put their strength over the limit to unlock the ability to execute more difficult lifting moves. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So this is kind of reminiscent. When I see this, I think of someone like Seth Rollins, for example. If you look at Seth Rollins, him picking up somebody like Kane or Kevin Owens, he struggles with it, but he gets that adrenaline, he gets going, and he gets him up for that power bomb and hit him with that buckle bomb or put him through the table, whatever the case may be. We've seen it before, and that's very close to what I think what that is. Normally, wouldn't be able to pick him up, whatever the case may be, but he get that adrenaline boost, he get that buff or whatever, he get that momentum going, and he powers through, picks him up, and drops him. So that's pretty cool. And also depends on your strength meter too. So somebody who of an Austin Aries or one of the cruiserweights or something like Brian Kendrick ain't gonna be picking up no Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool feature. Key parts of the submission system have been reworked and overhauled entirely, making it easy to learn and use. Thank God, submission system was busted. Cat and mouse endlessly. It on paper wasn't bad. It was better than just mashing the buttons, but it was still busted. It filled up way too quick. It stayed on too long. It was just bad. It was just bad. Glad to see they switch that up. Hopefully, it's something that finally works for the series. That everybody for the most part agree on. Hopefully, all we can do is wait and see for that one. Improved tag matches with new hot tag system. That's dope. Obviously, it's 8 people now, so we're going to have the tag matches get cleaned up in a new hot tag system. Curious to see how that works out. Only time will tell. My career mode. 2K18, my career delivers a new my player experience that introduces fighting styles and brand new upgrade and progression system. Okay, cool. So, fighting style. I think it was, oh God, which game was it? I want to say SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 or something. Have fighting styles where you pick like brawler, grappler, technician, things like that, which kind of give your character a buff and that's what you specialize in. That's pretty cool because everybody does have their own style in wrestling. Although they should have some. I mean, it doesn't say what they are, but there should be a hybrid style. Now, some people are like power, speed, so they can do it all. Like AJ Styles, he can do it all. You can do power, you can do speed, you can do technical, you can do fast pace, whatever, but that's not most wrestlers, but y'all get my point. So, we also have a new upgrade progression system, good, because the last one was busted. Curious to see how that's going to be. Players can choose from 8 fighting styles. Okay. It goes right here. 8 fighting styles to define my player experience. Okay, giant, high flyer, brawler. Okay, kind of similar to what I was talking about. Giant, high flyer, brawler technician comes with strengths and weaknesses, so the choice of style matters. No style can be a master of all. Okay, all right. So that's pretty cool. A way to keep it balanced. RPG-ish kind of system. If you're a giant, obviously you're gonna probably suffer in speed. You know what I'm saying? If you're a high flyer, I'm not sure what you would suffer in, particularly for that one. Maybe durability or resiliency, because you're always flying around. I don't know. Interesting. By the way, to see on that. So my career in 2K18 features a story, which is the most concise. I'm not sure. Concise. Don't judge me. Narrative driven and will be replayable with branching paths instead of a never-ending series of matches like in previous years. That's great. So now we got a story mode in my career. Okay, cool. That's the way we want to go. Story mode, hopefully, it's decent. I don't expect it to be no Naughty Dog Uncharted, story of the mode of the year candidate. I don't expect it to be great. I expect it to be okay, or hopefully it be okay. Maybe good, but I expect it to be okay at best. We'll see. May surprise me. I want them to surprise me. I want them to, have me eat crow. So that's cool. Branching paths too, so encourages replayability. So again, hopefully what you actually choose actually truly does matter. Not like the Infamous games where those branching paths, whatever, those hardly ever matter. But I want it to truly matter and be completely different if I play the game again. So we'll see. Updated promo engine 2.0. Like I said, I don't have much to say here other than give us, clear responses where heal or space responses, instead of a guessing game. And, it just needs to be more concrete on what we're doing. It just was so guessing, we don't know if we're getting over, we don't know, there's no clear indication on anything. So, hopefully they get together with that. So, my career evasion is going further with more ways to interact with your friends and characters. Okay, that's cool. I really use that feature personally. Online, here we go. Here's the nitty gritty. So 2K18 delivered an all-new online My Player mode called Road to Glory. So lets players compete against others using their My Player characters in a quest to qualify for WWE pay-per-view events. More details will be revealed in the coming months. Okay, sounds interesting. Again, my thing is, I would prefer the Rumble match being back online, or maybe a new online mode that I'm trying to think what else we don't have online. If I had to choose, I'd rather have the Rumble match back online, instead of this mode. Unless this mode is really, really good, I'd rather have the Rumble match back online. So that's just me though. So moving on. Backstage brawls will now be playable online in 2K18. Okay, sweet. Okay, there we go. So they're gonna have backstage brawls online. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Now I'm curious to know about that. I'm curious, is that going to be limited to 1-on-1? You know, 2-on-2? You know, because I don't see them letting all 8 people go in the backstage. I just don't see that happening. You know, so I think it's gonna be limited to maybe 2-on-2 or, you know, triple threat matches, triple threat and under, something like that. I don't see that being very many people. You know, I don't see that being very many people, especially if you got a load to go back there. You know, because some of these people have all this custom gear on this stuff. I'm really curious to see how it's gonna work. That's a great addition though. So, 2K18 will also feature an improved community creation search engine, now offering more relevant searches. Good, because the 2K17 search, pretty much is trash for the most part. You know, stuff pops up that's been made when the game came out in October and stuff for no reason. Not the hot stuff, not the new stuff, not anything that's popping or trending. No, just you know, the most popular or the most downloaded stuff that came out months ago. It's bad. You know, you can't, if you find a developer a community creator you like, you know, you can't really save them and like always look at their page or something. Yeah, manually type back in and look for them and all this kind of stuff. It's lackluster, to say the least. So universe mode. Universe mode has been rewrote completely in 2K18 to support very diverse pay-per-view calendars, meaning it manages WWE's current pay-per-view schedule alongside created custom pay-per-view calendars. So obviously you want to have multiple pay-per-views in a month, things like that. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening right now. Although it has been confirmed there's no draft implemented in the game, which doesn't make any sense. Consider the fact the draft happened, you know, last July. You know, how do you not have the draft in the game? You had a year and a half to have the draft in the game. Like, well, not a year and a half because you're still working on 17, but you've had a year or some change, or, you know, enough time to put the draft in. But whatever. So there is a new story system that provides more flexibility in how stories play out. The interaction between WWE superstars build up rivalries and determine what stories will unfold. We've heard this all before in universe mode. Believe it when I see it, we'll see. In addition, there are new story cutscenes, new power rankings, and even a new superstar goal feature to be announced in the future. Power rankings is a thing they do on YouTube and stuff. You know, who's leading the pack, power rankings, who's hot right now, blah blah blah. It don't really mean shit, you know. It just means where your ranking is. You know, as far as the game goes, where your rankings is, you know, in the game. We'll see, because universe mode and my career mode are terrible when it comes to rankings and setting people up and, you know, beating the same people up all the time and you ain't getting no damn where. The only time you get over is if it's on pay-per-view on Sunday. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's bad. So the roster will be the biggest WWE roster ever by far since developers. It will feature close to 200 superstars. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. That's what I'm talking about. We want this to grow every year. I want to see people getting cut and taken out, you know, and put new people in and stuff. That gotta stop, man. I was pissed when they took on Harlem Heat and Nation Domination. I was pissed. It didn't make no sense. Like, I love Harlem Heat, especially old school 90s Booker T, one of my favorites, you know. And Lilo Brown was one of my guys, but nobody took them out. It's ridiculous. So, you know, but that's pretty much everything the 2K is coming out with. Here are a couple of things that are not in the game, in case you didn't catch it. Creative Finisher is not returning, at least not right now. There's no GM mode in 2K18. Universe mode in 2K18 will not feature a draft, as I already told you guys. There's no Women's My Career. It still will be possible to sign any custom music or soundtracks to the game, which they definitely need to work on and get. I don't care how you do it, but they need to get it some way, shape, or form. Custom soundtracks need to return. I don't care how you do it. Which I have a theory about that. If you use the MP3 player for PS4, because Microsoft already has it native to the console from the last one of their updates. If you use the MP3 player on PS4, it can work. That's my theory anyway. That's what I would do. Get it together, Sony, for real. Get it together with Microsoft. We want these custom soundtracks for 2K. But let's talk about GMO. It's the last thing we want to speak on, and we want to go ahead and get out of here. I am tired of people crying about GMO. I really am. Okay, you like the GMO, I understand. The more you like, you enjoyed it. Okay, great. Okay, GMO was cool, it was alright. Alright, I'm not gonna say it was a bad mode, nothing like that. But it's not the be all end all, people. Some people are just so upset, act like, oh, ain't no GMO in the game, I'm not gonna buy it. Well, don't buy it then, bitch. Who cares? We won't miss you. Okay, you probably trashed the game anyway. You know, like most people are online, not the story. Yeah, that's a challenge to anybody who wants some. But, I mean, if you don't have the mode in the game, it's not the end of the world, man. My thing is this. There are more important modes in the game to worry about, not only fixing and adding, you know. Where's I quit match needs to be back in the game. You know what I'm saying? The Punjabi prison match needs to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned earlier, the online Royal Rumble needs to be, you know, brought back. Custom championships need to be able to be defended online. You know, why offline only is not cutting it. You know, custom championships need to be able to be defended online. You know, even if it's just a player match, I would take that over nothing at all. You know, if you just lose it to your friends, fine. But it needs to be able to be defended online. You know, those custom championships. You know, there are modes they need to fix and things they need to change and tweak. You know, in the core games and mechanics and stuff, they need to fix my career mode. As we speak, you know, spoke on, we need to fix universe mode. But you cried about there's no GM mode. There's other things that are a priority here, man. There's other things that are more important. Why don't you let them fix the modes they need to fix? It's already in the game first before adding another mode in the game that's probably gonna be half-assed. Doesn't that make more sense? So I'm sorry, but everybody cry about GMO, y'all need to get over it and let them fix what they need to fix first. I mean, online is trash. I mean, it can barely load people. You know what I'm saying? You have 6 custom characters. Good luck having a clean match. Good luck. You know, in this case, it's all about community creation and customization, all this stuff. But when people do it, y'all try to play together, the game can't handle it. So yeah, there's way more things to worry about than GMO, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all need to let that go. Let that go. You want GMO that bad, go play the older games. You know, another thing is too, people crying about you want more arcade style game. That's not gonna happen. We're done with that. Been there and done that. Go play the older games if that's what you want. We're over that. So I'm sorry. Get over it. But that's it for me, man. That's my rant. That's my discussion. Everything sounds good and stuff. They sound like they're making some good steps. We won't know if we see more. We actually see the presentation of what they're going to do. My roster is great. You know, the new drag system sounds good. You know, the graphics are promised to be really, really good. Much more improved. Just cutting last gen. So, you know, everything sounds good on paper and stuff, you know. I did enjoy 17. Minus the glitches. The glitches were ridiculous. I hope they fix a lot of them glitches in 18. They got to. But we'll see. You never know. We'll see. Well, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys later. Next video. Peace.